आदौ देवतावन्दनां कुर्मः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु नो देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामः सिद्धिर्भवतु नः सदा।
Mahodaya, second line, Kurume Deva. We used to read like Kurume Deva.
May is the singular form and Naha the plural form. Naha means to us. Us. May means to me.
Okay.
Because we are praying for all of us.
Yeah.
And in the second stotra also, Saraswati Namastubhyam Varadikam Rupini Vidyaram Karishyamaha. Karishyami is singular, Karishyamaha plural. Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada, Nas Sada. Naha is plural. Vyakaranam. We are studying Vyakaranam. Vyakaranam means Vyakriyante or Vitpadyante sadhu shabdaha anena iti Vyakaranam iti uchyate Sanskrite. Vyakriyante means are derived or explained. Sadhu shabdaha ityukte correct words, correct forms anena by this. Grammar is that thing by which we explain the derivation of or the existence of the correct words in the language. For example, let us consider the word Ramaha. Ramaha is derived from the root word Ram in the meaning Ramante Yoginaha Yasmin. Ramante. Ramante means rejoice, enjoy. Yoginaha, the sages, Yasmin, in whom. In that sense, we derive Rama from the Dhatu Ram by adding the Krut Pratyaya Ghain. The Gakara and Nyakara are in Ghain and they undergo deletion, and Ha is the Drushya Rupa of Gain Pratyaya, and in presence of Nit Pratyaya, in the Pratyaya in which Nyakara is it, the Anga means it is the part to which the Pratyaya Pratyaya Vidhi is we do Pratyaya Vidhi. Here, Gai is the effect of Gai is on Ram, so Ram is called as Anga. So there will be Upada Akarasya Gunaha Rama. Ram, that Rakarottara Akaraha. The Akara after Ra undergoes Ruddhi and it gets Ra, Dirghadesha Ra, and by adding the letters we get Rama. And after that we add Supratyaya to get the final word Ramaha. I am not teaching the process. Just I am explaining how the words are derived. If you don't understand what is each letter at this stage, it's okay. I am giving just an example. The purpose of grammar and how it is. Like this, Ramaha is there in the language. Rama is there. Ramasya, Ramanam. Like whatever the words we use in the language, the correctness of the words we explain by Vyakaranam. Even the Vyakaranam, the word itself is derived like this. V is a upasarga, again upasarga. Kru is the dhatu. Lut is a krut pratyaya. By this we derive the word Vyakaranam. व्याक्रियन्ते अनेन साधुशब्दाः इति व्याकरणम्. In Vyakarana, the core concept is Prakriti Pratyayayoho Melanena Shabdaha Utpadyante iti. Prakriti and Pratyaya, they two join together to form the words. It is the core concept in the language. You should remember. You should remember this. Always, you should always remember this. Prakriti and Pratyaya both together become Shabda. The all grammar is stand upon this equation. Prakritihi dvida bhavanti, pratyayah saptada bhavati. Prakriti, there are two types of Prakriti and there are 7 types of Pratyaya. Together they form Shabda. Now coming to Prakriti, the two types of Prakriti are Dhatuhu Pratipadikam cha. I will explain what is Dhatu and what is Pratipadikam in the next class. For today, you just know that these two are the types of Prakriti, Dhatuhu and Pratipadikam. Dhatuhu Pullinga, Pratipadikam Napumsakalinga word. Pratyayaha, I told there are 7 types of Pratyaya. The first one is Krut. It is not like this is the first. I am just telling one by one. It is need not be in the same order. Krut Pratyayaha. Second thing Pratyayaha. Third Vikarana Pratyayaha. Fourth Sanadi Pratyayaha. Taddita Pratyayaha. Stri Pratyayaha. Supratyayaha cha. These are the 7 types of pratyayas. We know that there are 2 types of prakriti. So these 7 types of pratyayas are added to either of the prakriti. Either we can add to dhatu or we can add these to pratipadikam. Now let us consider krut pratyaya. These krut pratyayas are added to pratipadikam. You should remember Kshamyatam. Krut pratyayas are added to dhatu. I will fix it later. Krut pratyayaha. Okay, I'll change later. Krut pratyayaha dhatoh vidiyante. Krut pratyayas are added to dhatus, not pratipadikam. It is typed wrongly here. The final forms are pratipadikam. Ting pratyayas are added to dhatuh. The final forms are called as tingantam. Tingantam means ting antam. For example, in patati, pat is the dhatu and that ti is the ting pratyaya. So in the patati, the word ends with ti, which is a ting pratyaya. So it is called as ting antam. Patati is a ting antam. Patami is a ting antam. That me is a ting pratyaya. So dhatu plus ting pratyaya results in ting antam. It is very easy to remember. Tinganta means ting ending. Ting is a pratyaya. So ting by adding ting pratyaya we get tingantam. We always add ting pratyayas to dhatu only. Then vikarana pratyayaha. Vikarana pratyayas are also added to dhatu only. But vikarana pratyaya are not added independently like other pratyayas. Sanadi pratyaya, taddita, dhatu, and krut, sorry, ting, krut. These are added independently. They don't require any other pratyas to be added together with them. But vikarna pratyayas are always added with other pratyayas. Like if we add dhatu plus vikarna pratyaya plus ting pratyaya. If we add ting pratyaya along with vikarna pratyaya, then the final form is tingantam because it ends with ting pratyaya. In patati, pat is the dhatu, a is the vikarna pratyaya, and ti is the ting pratyaya. So the final form is tingantam. And you might have already know that vikarna pratyaya is also added to krut pratyayas like shatru. Shatru pratyaya is a krut pratyaya. There we studied pat plus a plus shatru. There at is the drusya rupa. Patat is the final form. That patat is not tingantam. It ends with krut pratyaya shatru. So it is a pratipadikam. So vikarna pratyaya need not be always added to ting pratyaya only. They are added to sometimes they are added to krut pratyayas also. Then they results in pratipadikam. That resultant word is dependent on ting pratyaya and krut pratyaya, not on vikarna pratyaya. So if the pratyaya is ting, it is tingantam. If pratyaya is krut, it is pratipadikam. Next, sanadi pratyaya. There are 12 sanadi pratyaya. They are some of them are added to pratipadikam and the resultant word is called as dhatu, and some are added to dhatu and the resultant word is also called as dhatu. So whether the prakriti is pratipadikam or dhatu, the final forms are always dhatu. Sanadyanta dhatavaha is the sutra. You should remember this. Some it is not all sanadi pratyayas are added to all pratipadika and dhatu. It is not like sun is a sanadi pratyaya. It doesn't mean sun is added to both pratipadika and dhatu. Sun is added only to dhatu. What I mean is there are 12. Out of 12, some are added to only pratipadika and some are added to only dhatu. And two pratyayas are added to both pratipadika and both dhatu. Nich, ning are the two sanadi pratyas which are added to both pratipadika and dhatu. It is not to always all dhatu, to some pratipadika and to some dhatu. And kechu, keshu, keng, kamyachu, and kvip. These are the 5 sanadi pratyayas which are added to only pratipadikam. And sun, yang, yang, yak, and haya. These are the 5 sanadi pratyayas which are added to only dhatus. So out of 12, 5 are added to only pratipadika, 5 to only dhatu, and 2 pratyayas are added both pratipadikam and dhatu. And I have given the notes in the group. You can go through that ones if you are interested. And tadita pratyayaha. Tadita pratyayas are always added to pratipadikam and the resultant words are also called as pratipadikam. Stri pratyayas are also always added to pratipadikam and the resultant words are also pratipadikam. Finally, supratyayas. These are added to again pratipadikam and the resultant words are called as subantam. Subantam means sup antam subantam. Jasva sandhi. Subantam sup antam subantam. Rama. In Ramaha, Rama plus su is equal to Ramaha. There, su pratyaya is there, which is a supratyaya. So, Ramaha is a subantam. Ramau. Rama plus au. Au is a supratyaya. So Ramau is a subantam. The content for our classes is this equation. Pratipadikam plus supratyaya is subantam. This is what we are going to learn in our future classes. We are not dealing with krut pratyas, ting pratyas, or tadita or stri pratyas like that. We are not going to touch any of those things. Just I wanted to introduce you to the kinds of pratyas and the position of the supratyayas in the language, in the grammar. So I just, but you need to know these seven kinds of pratyayas and pratipadika, so that it will be very much useful to understand whatever we study in future. So this is the equation we are going to study. Pratipadikam plus supratyayah is subantam. So this is the summary. Prakritihi plus pratyayah is equal to shabdah. Here dhatu is there. To dhatu there are 5 kinds of pratyayas are attached. I have given them in black arrows. The 5 kinds of pratyayas are krut, sanadi, ting and vikarana. So the resultant words are given by blue arrow marks. So if we add krut pratyayas to dhatu, we get pratipadikam. If we add sanadi pratyayas to dhatu, again we get dhatu only. If we add ting pratyayas to dhatu, we get tingantam. If we add vikarna pratyaya plus ting, we get tingantam. If we add the vikarna pratyaya plus krut pratyaya to dhatu, we get pratipadikam. Similarly, for pratipadikam, we can add 4 types of sanadi, 4 types of pratyayas. If we add sanadi pratyaya, we get dhatu. If we add stri pratyaya, we get pratipadikam only. If we add tadita pratyaya, again we get pratipadikam only. If we add supratyaya, we get subantam. This is the summary. There is one connection between dhatu and pratipadikam, that is krut. Krut pratyayas generate pratipadikam from dhatus. Similarly, there is one connection between pratipadika and dhatu, that is sanadi pratyayas. Sanadi pratyayas generate dhatus from pratipadikam. And for generation of pratipadikam, there are 3 blue arrow marks. That is from dhatu, krut pratyaya. That is from pratipadikam only, stri and tadita. If we add stri pratyaya and tadita pratyayas to any pratipadika, we get pratipadikam only again. For generation of dhatu, we can add sanadi pratyayas. Sanadi pratyayas are the only types of pratyayas which generate dhatus. That we should remember. Krut pratyayas are the pratyayas which generate pratipadikam from dhatus, but we can also generate pratipadikam from stri pratyayas and from tadita pratyaya. But for them, the roots again will be pratipadikam only. This is the summary. गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो